So thank you everyone for joining us. Sorry, our session, Love Your Clothes to Support Circular Fashion. We'll be joining Diane from Double Life, a consignment shop in Mauritius. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, we couldn't have a live session, but nevertheless, we have got a pre-recorded session where Diane talks us through the whole process of running a secondhand boutique consignment store, also giving us a virtual tour and sharing tips. So without further ado, Daryl will play our session, and we hope you all enjoy it. Take care. Thank you very much for joining us. Hello, Diane. Thank you very much for joining us at African Textile Talks. Very much looking forward to hear about Double Life and having a little tour. But before we begin, please introduce yourself, give us a little background about how Double Life came about and what's its mission.
So thank you for having me. It's my real pleasure to talk about circular fashion and democratize even further secondhand fashion. So I'm Diane, I come from Mauritius, and I'm one of the co-founders of Double Life. Double Life is a consignment shop here in Mauritius where we resell on behalf of selected women their best unworn fashion items. So it can be clothing, accessories, shoes, bags. And we really want to put back into circulation those sleeping items. So it's a win-win situation for those women in the sense that they have a solution to resell the items they don't wear anymore, so to earn a new revenue stream. And also for consumers to afford curated international and local brands. We like product which are in very good quality. So yeah, everyone is happy about that. We created this project 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, while we started a sustainable fashion movement here in Mauritius to raise awareness about the environmental and social impact this industry can have. We really wanted to provide a solution for the market, so we decided to launch Double Life.
Excellent. So you've mentioned that you started 2 years ago. Have you been able to see a popularity, a growth in your consumers buying into secondhand wear?
Yes, completely. Like the mindset is changing. I think there is a local and a global trend encouraging this behavior. People here in Mauritius are starting to realize the impact pollution has on the environment and clothing too. And also because of the economic context, people are looking for more affordable initiatives. So that's why secondhand clothing appears as a go-to solution. And I think around the world also people are becoming aware about the impact. They are looking for solution, and solution are popping in all around the world. So secondhand clothing is more accessible now. Also people are, how can I say that, like socially it's more acceptable too to buy secondhand clothing.
Yeah.
So all those factors make it in favor of buying secondhand clothing now.
Yeah. Do you still find some consumers tend to go to more fast fashion at some point? You know, because it's like a quick purchase, quick buy. With secondhand, it's a lot more sort of sorting and you know, and sort of kind of trawling the clothing rail. So do you think fast fashion will sadly have the upper hand when it comes to secondhand clothing?
According to global reports like ThreadUp, the secondhand market is going to boom. I think it's going to grow by 127% by 2026. So it's like in 4 years. So it's going to be very quick, and people are for all the reason, like economic reason, environmental reason, the fact that our generation want to have rotating closet, that's why they are going to secondhand shops too. So I think that secondhand will have a huge market share in the next years, and it's going in that trend.
Excellent. And for someone who's sort of new to the game, what would you say to them to consume more sustainably when it comes to fashion and refashioning their?
They have to educate themselves about what sustainable fashion is. It's a mindset, I think, to start with. It's really becoming intentional when buying, and stop those impulsive buying and really get to know your style, what you really need, and shop accordingly. So once you know that you need to buy something, then start to look for sustainable alternative. It could be buying sustainable brands, so made with like organic or recycled materials, secondhand. It can be repairing items, swapping items. There is many ways to be like to shop in a sustainable way. But I think it starts with like education and mindset, and then looking for alternatives around you.
Excellent. And because you've been in the domain for so long as I've known you, what tips what tips do you have when it comes to secondhand shopping? Any tips that you could share so that people can buy their garments on a budget?
You need to have time and get to know what you want, because you're going to be exposed to so many styles, so many items. You can quickly start buying everything except what you came for. So you get to know what you want and look for that. It's going to take time, because some days you won't find what you need, because it's like they won't have maybe your size or the color you're looking for. So be patient, know what you want, and maybe go regularly to those shops in order to higher your chance to find what you want.
Excellent. And what would you say is the do's and don'ts of secondhand shopping? What would be the easy way of being able to kind of create your outfit?
I think the pros is like, of course, the economic side of it. You get to buy international or local brands at a fraction of the price. It's for the environment is perfect, because you don't use new resources to create those products. They already have been produced, so you lower the impact of those products, environment impact. You get style or trends that are not available anymore. But the cause, I think, it's that secondhand is not always curated. So sometimes you have to have time. If you're in a rush, like, you have to look for the item you want, and sometimes it's not always high quality. So that's why I recommend people to go to curated shops or online marketplace, to make sure that at least the value is correct, like the quality of the product is correct.
Excellent. So we've been waiting for this. We're going to have you're just going to give us a nice little virtual tour of Double Life and show us the ins and outs. Very much looking forward to this. Any plans for Double Life? Anything that's lined up? Because we know that you were a pop-up and now you've become more of a stable boutique, which is brilliant news. Anything else in the pipeline?
Yes, I think we're gonna, because we just started, but the response is very positive. I think we're gonna do maybe other pop-ups around the island, because now we are in the center and we have a huge demand to either move in the north or in the west. So try to see that, see how we can increase the number of items we are putting back into circulation. and why not franchising the process and the concept in Africa and afterwards.
Oh, amazing, amazing. So whenever you're ready, we'll take a tour with you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm bringing you to the shop. I think they are clients, so you're going to be in real time. So I can show you a little bit of the background to it. This is a little...
Where all the magic starts.
This is all the drop-off. This is all the bags that we have to sort out. Basically, I think this last 2 weeks. Then we have an ironing session. All over there is all the unselected because it's curated. We don't take all the items and we make sure that the quality is respected. So all the unsold and unselected, and then behind this curtain is the shop. So this is the shop. It's a big shop. We have 2 fitting rooms. And everything is classified by categories and by size.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Sorry, I should say, you mentioned unsold items. What happens with the items that are probably on the rails for a longer period of time? What happens to the surplus of your stock?
So basically we keep the items 1 month in the shop, and if the items are not sold after this period, the owner can either take it back or we donate it to the Good Shop, which is another secondhand initiative here in Mauritius, working with different charities. So we try to increase the lives of those cycles by donating and putting them back into circulation in this way.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, thank you, Diane.
I'm just going to show you. So this is the shop, and that's nice when it's curated and organized. People, it's quicker for people to shop. It's more the experience is better. It's like a real shop. Sometimes people come into the shop and don't even know it's secondhand, and they're like, really? And then
no, but it's really lovely, like layout, you know, of your space, and especially I could see it's color coordinated, which makes it a lot easier.
We really wanted to change the idea people had of secondhand. Like, if it's well organized, classified, like secondhand items are kind of brand new. We still have some item with tags on them. So it was just a way to change the mindset and the way people see secondhand clothing.
And some of the stock you get, it's not just donations from individuals and their wardrobes, it's also brands as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Completely. So we take, I'm going backwards.
Yes, I know, I can see these clients.
Yes, so we resell on behalf of women and also brands. We try to help brands here to reduce the waste of like past collection and to resell those dead stock and try to give them a life, even though those items are new. We really work with them to decrease the waste it could become, and offer also to our consumers a possibility to buy those brands that maybe they wouldn't be able to afford at discounted prices.
Excellent. Diane, I know it's getting busy at the shop. It's peak time for you now. So but I appreciate all your time. Sorry for the little mishap in the beginning.
No worries.
Thank you so much for
thank you, Priya.
shedding more light on secondhand life.
Thank you so much for having me. And I'm looking forward for the rest of the event.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care, Priya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.